There's only a couple mosquitoes out here. Alright, so this is the French RCIR, menu number 5. Actually took a 50-pound pack with me this time. Dubc here, we're back on another Survival Saturday. So no overnights this weekend, actually just starting to do big hikes to condition for the survival training. So I plan on doing 10 miles today, and while I'm out here I'm going to go ahead and review the French R.I.L. Now I believe this is one of the better rations for hiking because it's freeze-dried, has an awesome bag that I'll probably be reusing a lot. And then while I'm out here I'm also going to be doing the coffee brewer, the average Joe scent. But the mosquitoes are really, really bad, so I'm doing my best to keep them off me. I'm definitely going to be putting the thermocell to the test. But I'm going to go ahead and bust this open on my first stop, have some breakfast, and then we'll get back on the trail. Alright, so this is the French RCIR, menu number 5. One of the best things, and I don't know if the newer ones are like this, but this is a little bit older one. But all you do, this green thing right here, it's like an any lock, and it'll probably work for any bag, but this bag is really awesome. But you just slide this off the top, and boom, you got your bag. Now if you're done, you would just put the lock right back on, because all you have to do is slide the yellow portion down a little bit, and it just slides right back on. And it seals up watertight. So that's one of the awesome things. I've eaten one of these before, and I still have the bag, and I still reuse it. Because the bag is really tough material, like a Mylar bag, but really holds up to the test. Let's go and open up and see what we got. So we got some tissue right off the bat. And all the mains are freeze-dried, so that makes it so it's lightweight. We got the chicken mushroom pasta, which is going to be an awesome dinner or lunch. We got the mixed muesli energy breakfast. This is the berries. And a lot of the components are shared with the RCIR and other French rations, but I think one of the biggest changes is the fact that they're freeze-dried mains. And then we have a Voyager main. This is rice and beef with mushrooms. Another good one. And then the biscuits look like they come with only 2 per. It's a smaller container. Looks like it's 2 salted and 2 sweet. Still has the original like a drink pouch. So we'll go through that in a minute. Comes with a soup. And this is a big change right here. So these are date, I believe. Oh no, this is fig. Yeah, fig and date energy gels. So I noticed that these definitely come with it. Very cool. Okay, this is something I haven't seen before. This is a chocolate sandwich in whole wheat bread from Bridgeford. And we have looks like another freeze-dried main. We have some 70% chocolate. Sports drink. Looks like this is the mango tea. 2 coffee commando bars. Apricot jam. We got some water purification tabs. These are aqua tabs. We got a peach or apricot bar. We got, looks like a total of 12 aqua tabs. Very interesting. Another mango tea. And then some pate. Oh, we got another apricot bar. So quite a few bars, very similar to the RCIR, but maybe even a little more being it's on-the-go eating. Okay, and the drink packet, very similar to the RCIR, if not exactly the same. We have the 2 coffees. We've got 2 teas, and again, sorry if the camera's a little crazy right now. The mosquitoes are just eating me alive. I got the thermocell going, so I'm hoping that'll kill them down. Got the salt and pepper, 2 sugars, and a hot cocoa. I'm going to be warming the water up for the coffee brewer, and you can just brew this right in the bag, so really awesome. Okay, for breakfast I'm going to have the mixed muesli energy breakfast berry. We have the apricot bar, the cafe commando bar, some apricot jam, some biscuits, and they're both there's 2 packs of salted biscuits, and then the fig energy gel with the coffee. Again, once the items are all put back in the bag, I can just reseal it with the top, and it's ready to go for lunch and dinner. Okay, I'm just going to have my muesli cold because it is a hot day out, hot and humid. Just going to open that up. Now, I mean, you can do hot or cold, I believe, on these. Let's open it up, drop in, it calls for 150 milliliters. I'm going to do a little bit less just because I like it a little bit thick. Our cereal mixed up. Now we have the coffee brewer. This is roasted gourmet coffee from Brazil. Brew in the bag. First thing it says to do is go ahead and pop this open. And once you get that open, we can open the top. And I believe it's got like a little coffee and or filter right up the top once you get open. So right there, you got your coffee. And then you put the hot water in and it brews through the coffee in the filter. It goes down and then you can choose less strong based on how much water you put in there. So that's really nice. Takes about 4 minutes for mild and 8 minutes for strong. So we'll get that. Once the hot water is ready to go, I'll go and pour that in, and then we just seal it up and let it go. I can tell you one thing, that the coffee has a fantastic aroma just by opening it. Okay, the water's ready to go, and then I'm going to add just enough. It says 2 cups. I'm going to do just under that to get a nice strong coffee. I pre-measured it out. So now the water's in. And we're going to seal it up and let it brew. It says 8 minutes to our nice strong cup of coffee. Okay, first thing I'm going to try is the Fig Energy Gel. I got the Pathfinder spoon spork that I got with the can and stuff. But it's got like a little turn out. You kind of open it up and put it in the spoon and give it a shot. Oh, that is real nice. It is very rich and creamy. And it has the exact same taste that you have in the Fig Newton, but like I said, more rich, more creamy. And it says energy gel, but it does not taste like energy gel. It's like some of the energy gels, like even from a First Strike ration, they're very chemically tasting. You don't get that in this, so that's really nice. Then we got the apricot jam. Go ahead and load up a salted biscuit. Nice little snack on the go. I like the contrast of the salty biscuit to the jam. It goes really well. I think it'd be better just to have all salty biscuits in the this French ration. This one does. I'm talking about RCIR. Has the cereal and the chocolate. Nice to have a change up, but I like sweet and savory. All right, check out the apricot bar. Nice little. Oh, it's pretty soft right now because it's hot, but it looks like a peanut butter dessert bar from the American MREs. It's another energy bar. Again, doesn't have any chemical taste. Very creamy apricot flavor. It's very light on the apricot flavor either. It's not like bitter or sweet. Like I said, just a nice accent of it. Now we'll go ahead and try I think this is the coffee. Again, very soft. I mean, I think this is an older ration. Everything held up really well. But this is, should be coffee flavored energy bar. All right, the Cafe Commando bar. Again, light on the initial flavor of coffee. It does have a crisp rice that has a nice way to break up the texture, but very creamy. Nice soft texture. Another great bar. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pour some coffee. Look at that. Hot coffee right out of there. I'm excited to try this coffee. Okay, I've had some pretty awesome coffees through my hobby and adventuring and trying new things. This coffee is awesome. It has a nice, strong, bold flavor. Not bitter at all. I'm definitely going to be getting some more of this. This is absolutely one of my favorite coffees right off the bat. And it pairs with everything fantastic in this breakfast. But now it's time to try the mixed muesli. Let that set. Like I said, I like it a little bit thick. Perfect. Look at that texture. Let's go ahead and get a big bite of this. All right, the way I mixed it, really rich and creamy. It's like a milk and berries, but I added just cold water and mixed up good. The granola has a nice texture where you're biting into it, and then the berries, really natural flavored. I think it's strawberry raspberry, but excellent breakfast cereal. And all these items are perfect, again, for hiking because they're loaded with energy, and I got a long ways to go. I'm going to go in and get a breakfast mega bite. So I got the salted biscuit, got the muesli on top of that, and I'm going to throw some of this Fig Energy cream on there. That mega bite was fantastic. The creaminess of the Fig Energy gel really amped it up. Had a little bit of bitterness compared to the sweetness of the berries. Sweet and savory. Perfect combination. Absolutely awesome breakfast. I'm going to go ahead and pack up and get back on the trail. Okay, feeling good after that breakfast, but still got a long ways to go. It's crazy. I was actually looking for a clearing to eat breakfast. I couldn't find one, so I just stopped on the side of the trail and then come up to this spot where it's kind of probably designated for people to stop and get something to eat or rest. I can explain the mosquitoes are pretty heavy because a lot of this place seems to be wetlands, like behind me, but constantly swarmed by mosquitoes. Got to wear a lot of repellent and then just keep moving. If not, you get tore up. I'm getting bit right now, so about halfway almost to lunch stop. Okay, we're a little bit over halfway on the trip, so it's lunchtime, and I'm going to have the rice and beef mushroom, Voyager, freeze-dried Maine. I got 1 pack of salted crackers with the chicken pate. Got the date energy gel. I believe this is a soup. We'll throw some hot water in it, and then the isotonic sports drink. Okay, for these, I'm going to open these up and get them ready. Almost got the water hot. Just using a little stove. This is like a freeze-dried meat. So I'm just going to add some like 150 milliliters to that. Looks like steak pieces. And some herbs, which is really cool. And then this one, oops. It's like the rice and beef mushroom. Got the water ready to go. Go ahead and add about 100 milliliters to this. It's very interesting. I'm not sure how much water to put in it, but I just guessed with about 120 milliliters. And then the rest of the water will go in this one. Give them a good stir and we'll be ready to go. Okay, we got the mixed drink isotonic sports drink. Now, recently seen a couple other reviewers doing the French rations and they were using these ones. And they are a little bit weird, like the mango tea and then there's a mint. But more I've drank these, the better they get. Go ahead and mix that up. It's 500 milliliters of water. Now we'll check out our chicken pate. Now I probably should have saved all my crackers for this, but I wanted to couple with breakfast. I'll go ahead and just try it by itself. Just by itself, it tastes like a really nice chicken salad. Very well seasoned. Kind of has, reminds me of mushrooms in it. Probably has mushrooms in it. If it doesn't, it definitely has a mushroom flavor. But a really nice cold chicken salad. We'll go ahead and try some on the salted cracker. I could eat that either way. It's really good on the salted biscuit, but really good by itself. It definitely, like it doesn't, like as far as a liver pate or anything like that, where it's kind of hard to eat it by itself, this one is very easy to just consume by itself as a snack. Go ahead and wash it down with the mango tea. Okay, the mango tea has a wonderful light mango flavor, a light tea flavor as well. Very refreshing, especially on a hot day, eating the chicken pate and the salted biscuit. It just goes together so well. So some great combinations for this hike. Now we'll try the date energy gel. Looks like the same texture and or color. Let's go ahead and try it. Although the same texture, same creaminess, it has a little bit less, like as far as flavor, it's a little bit more basic than the fig, but still very enjoyable. I mean, these energy gels, very natural, and I would love to have these on the regular like hikes or outings. The freeze-dried meat is ready to go. I mean, that's what I translated as far as what's on the actual package. Go ahead and try some of that. Tastes like a lightly seasoned salt and pepper steak. I mean, I don't know if it's meant to add to the main, but that's what I'll probably end up doing. By itself, it's pretty good, but we'll see how much the rice, beef, and mushrooms has in it already. All right, perfect consistency. Looks like really nice and creamy. And there is quite a bit of beef in there already. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, very natural flavored. It is a little bit bland. I'll probably add some pepper to it and the rest of that beef because, like I said, it has beef in it, but more could definitely help. The rice has a nice bite to it. It's a very, like I said, it's cream of vegetable flavor with a little bit of beef and the rice. Very basic, but let's see if we can't spice it up a little bit. Okay, we're going to be adding the salt and the pepper. This comes like a little quick tear. Throw all that all in there, give it a good mix. And then I'll be throwing the rest of this beef in there. Okay, now let's try it out. Okay, in my opinion, that's exactly what it needed. The extra beef, the seasoning from the beef added, really nice, salt and pepper, and it just makes all the other flavors pop. So now it's a very high remain. Like I said, both can be eaten separately, but I think it's better combined. Okay, awesome lunch. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and head back on the trail. One thing to note is after eating all this food, both breakfast and lunch, I feel very, it doesn't make me feel sluggish. It's very light food in my opinion, where you can get right back on the trail and you don't feel like you're bogged down. So it's one thing. And another thing to be said about this ration. Okay, on the final stretch, feeling really good. Actually took a 50-pound pack with me this time, and because I want to condition myself to be able to handle the days of training and then into intermediate and advanced. One bad thing about everything out here is just the mosquitoes are just insane. I had to get out the net because there's just too much. Now, one thing if I'm trying to decide is if I'm taking this piece to the survival training, it's the tactical front pack from LA Police Gear, and it snaps into the backpack and allows me to have quick access to water or snacks, whatever I need in these packs. And it's, I don't know, that way you ain't got to stop as far as having, drop your pack, because anything quick access you can put up front and be good to go. I also like that you put some weight up front in these things and it displaces some of the weight in back. Okay, it is dinner time. Actually off the trail, got back to the trailhead, and it is nice to get away from those mosquitoes. Wow. I had an awesome hike, but starving now. Built up a nice appetite. So we're gonna have the chicken and mushroom pasta, chicken and mushroom soup, so it'll go together really well. I'm gonna have the mocha. I'm gonna have the coffee with the chocolate cocoa. Got some 70% chocolate, salt and pepper, just in case we have the same problem we had with the lunch main. And then a chocolate bun, basically a chocolate sandwich in whole wheat. So I never had that one before, really excited for that. Go ahead and throw the soup in this pan. I'll add the water to it. It says, I believe 150 milliliters of water, or 250 milliliters. And we got the MX3 Adventure. Actually has the 2 tear notches, one to warm up the water with the zip system, and then another one so it's easier to eat. And that's got the really convenient lines inside the bag for the water levels. I wish all of them would do that. Okay, this one says water level number 4 or the 300 milliliters. But we'll just go take it right to level 4 real quick. Okay, we're right on line. The remaining water, dump into the soup. Not a huge fan of hot soup on a hot day, but I heard it helps you cool off. Alright, we'll get the hot cocoa mix in there, and I'm going to throw the coffee. It's going to be rich, but I'm going to enjoy this. I'm actually making this strictly for the chocolate bun, so I think it's going to go perfectly together. And some of you may ask, where is the wooden cup? Sadly, during some gear move around and getting ready for this, I forgot it. So I got this cup. This ain't a bad cup. I just love my wooden cup for the coffees. All right, got the coffee and the hot cocoa together. Perfect. Okay, the soup's ready to go. I'm going to try that first. It did thicken up quite a bit. This is the cream of mushroom soup. Okay, the cream of mushroom soup is fantastic. It has a very rich broth, saturated with the mushroom flavor. If you don't like mushrooms, you're not going to like this. I do wish I had more crackers to go with it or something, but just by itself, it is a nice little treat. I'm excited to see what this looks like. I don't know if it's going to be like the cinnamon bun. Oh, wow. So, definitely like a little cake, like a filled French toast or cinnamon bun, but let's go ahead and break it open. Wow. So it's got chocolate in there. That looks awesome. And I'm going to have to try it now. Okay, this chocolate sandwich is something else. because it has a great chocolate flavor inside. But it has a whole wheat kind of bun to it. Like the cinnamon buns and the filled French toast, they have like a very basic bun, similar to like almost sweetness. This has a little bit of a sour flavor to it. It works, but definitely would need to dip it in this mocha because it is very dry. But I think this is going to be the ticket right here. Okay, dipping it in the hot mocha definitely helps. But this just reminds me of taking 2 pieces of whole wheat bread, some chocolate frosting, and putting them together. It doesn't necessarily go well together, but it does work. I'm going to go ahead and try the mocha now. I absolutely love the French hot cocoa, along with the coffee. It's already very semi-sweet compared to like some of the hot cocos you get there are just so sugary that you can't really enjoy the flavor. This actually has a nice cocoa flavor, and then that coffee just amplifies that. Very rich, perfect, and it goes great with that chocolate bun. All right, the main's ready to go, and this is what I was talking about. So the secondary tear notch, just rip it right here, and you can turn it into a nice bowl. So let's see what we got here. Looks like the pasta filled out pretty good. Got big chunks of the mushroom in there, and looks very creamy. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, good news is it doesn't need salt and pepper. It has enough flavor by itself. It has a rich mushroom flavor, nice creaminess, and it is a little bit salty, but like I said, it doesn't need any salt and pepper. It has a great flavor just by itself. And the noodles reconstitute it perfectly, have a nice bite to them. And yeah, I'm really impressed with this main overall. It has a chicken flavor to it as well, but it's like at the back end. And there's no big chunks of chicken, so I'm guessing all the chicken was shredded and just kind of mixed in. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like, reminds me of like how you mix in a tuna salad, where you have the hints of the tuna, but this is the same way, but with the chicken. Okay, now we'll try the 70% chocolate. First of all, doesn't look like it's bloomed at all. Oh, looks perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and try it out. Very rich, dark chocolate, very creamy. Some of the components in these French rations are top notch, and this is one of them. But overall, fantastic dinner. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up and head to recap. Okay, time for a quick recap. I made it home safe. Oh man, that was an awesome hike. I'm hoping I captured some of the awesome kind of sights in my photos. It was nice to get away from the mosquitoes. They're still out a little bit, but man, they were just ferocious on that trail. It just stormed, so it was crazy. But I did have a 50-pound pack. I think I traveled about 10 miles approximately, and felt pretty good about it. I am pretty wore out, but I want to continue to build my endurance for future trips. Like there's one in, I think, northern Michigan that's 45 miles, so hopefully I can get to that and where I can actually wild camp and stop. So gonna work my way up to that. But this ration, French RCIR, this, in my opinion, is one of the best for hiking. I felt great after breakfast, I felt great after lunch, and I feel great after dinner. High energy levels, no crash, and the food, high quality. I always speak highly of French RCIRs and I think it's the R.I.L, like training meals. Those are great, but the freeze-dried mains in this one were even better. And then having the drinks and some of the main components from the RCIR that are already outstanding, just great bag. I mean, as far as overall. Now, the bag is reusable, and I don't think the new ones have this bag, which is sad. But like, you could use this bag for many other trips, and you know, for garbage or whatever, and just keep using it, cleaning it out. It's durable enough, and it has a resealable top. If it wasn't for the mosquitoes and the little bit, it was pretty humid, it would have been a perfect trip. But I hope to go on many more just like it. So that's all I got now, so thanks for watching. Have a great day.